Hello everyone, my name is Mike Hurd. I'm the proud owner of this little guy. This is Black Blizzard Atmospheric River, call name River. Let me tell you a little story about River, and before we get into how he did in his first week here at home and some of the little things I've been training on, but let me tell you how I got this dog. I'm down at the Master Amateur Invitational down in Giddings, Texas, and I'm running my dog Radar, and he made it to the 6th series. And you know, there's a lot of downtime, so we're looking at Facebook, and on Facebook I see from Lauren Hayes that there was one male puppy left out of a litter from her dog Fox, who was the sire. I immediately jumped on it, and I tried to get the name of the breeder and the location, because I'm in Texas, and so was this guy. He was in Texas as well. And I finally get a hold of the breeder, and unfortunately she said somebody had already committed to getting the dog. All right, fine. So I missed out on another litter, which I was a little upset at. However, 9:30 that night, she texted me and said this little guy is available again because the other person backed out. So I said, I will absolutely take him. Next day, my wife and I get in the car, drive about an hour and a half over to Austin, and sure enough, we picked him up, and here he is. So, a miracle. Sometimes things just happen for a reason, and I'm glad I got this dog. All right, let's talk about this little guy's, River's, first week at home. Yeah, it's been a pretty busy week. So obviously we're doing a lot of socializing. I'm taking him to work every day, trying to get him on a routine, and that routine is eating 3 times a day. We are basically doing a little bit of obedience. We're trying to get him used to the yard, the kennel, being around the house. He's exploring his yard, trying to learn how to move up and down the 3 steps I have on my deck. And those 3 steps are good on the way up, but he's a little uncertain on the way down, and we're going to work on that a little bit. Let's see, what else? Yeah, a lot of yard exploration and just a lot of nature walks, and just trying to get him comfortable around his new surroundings. And when I first got him, he would barely move about 20 yards away from the deck, but now him and my other dog are running around the yard, having a good time, chewing on sticks, and just enjoying life out here in the yard. It's a beautiful time of the year here in Bozeman, Montana. So the other thing I decided to do was run the Pat Nolan Dixie Cup drill. And I actually subscribed to Pat Nolan's puppy program, and it's really cheap. It's only like 95 bucks online, and follow that step by step. So one of the things we're learning is how to line to these little Dixie cups. And these little Dixie cups are got a little bit of food. So it's a food reward, and this food reward is kind of interesting. And boy, he picked up on it right away. I mean, he was very, very fast that he learned how to pick up food off these Dixie cups, which are just basically some plumbing parts that stand out. And I hope to show you some of the exciting things that he'll do coming up in the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months. If you ever subscribe to that program, it's interesting to look at. So today we lined to 3 Dixie cups, and it was beautiful. When I first started this, he was very animated and wiggling around and wanted to get to the food that was on top of it. That was day 1, but here, day 7, set him on the floor. He's nice and steady, make him focus, and he goes. So it was pretty good. Now the other thing we're doing is obviously retrieving. I've got some small canvas bumpers that we're tossing around the house, and he has a lot of fun with that. And of course, he's got a boatload of toys. All right, so a lot of interesting things here in the first week that I've had him here at home. Now the bad news: when I picked him up, he was fantastic. He was fine. However, the next day, I noticed he had very runny diarrhea type poop, and there was a tiny little bit of blood in it. And when I brought him back to Bozeman, which took about 3 days, you know, that wasn't getting any better. So I called my vet and got him in, and the vet tested him, and fortunately he's got Giardia, and unfortunately I have to put him on pills and trying to navigate that, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him too much. He is active, he's sleeping well at night now, and he's having a lot of energy. He's fun to train, he's fun to play with. I'm hoping that gets better in the next couple of weeks, but he's on medication for at least the next 10 to 15 days. So we'll see how that turns out. All right, that's week number 1 with River. And again, I hope to show you some weekly updates on his progress as he migrates through puppyhood, and then getting him going in retriever field trials and retriever hunt tests and some active training. So again, I'm Mike Hurd. Thanks for checking out the channel, and we will definitely have more updates, so stay tuned.